Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Universe Mode. Um, if you're seeing this, then I tried to stream a few minutes ago and was having some technical difficulties. Basically, episode 162, the current episode. Again, welcome back. It wasn't working for whatever reason. The stream didn't work. So you ended up missing a pretty good match between Angel Garza and MJF. So let's recap real quick. MJF beat Angel. That's it. That's the recap. um, MJF is back on NXT along with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I decided to move them over to NXT. Thought that big fish in a small pond would thrive. They thrive better here on NXT soil. We also have new competitors in Death Triangle, Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix making their NXT debut against Pretty Deadly. Wes Lee versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry and Pac. Jungle Boy and Pac both making their NXT debuts here. Chris Statlander versus Valhalla again. We have Hook and Ricky Starks. Ilya Dragunov looks to take on Bronson Reed. And in the main event, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura and Gunther. I have a pretty interesting card for you guys. Unfortunately, you missed the first match, but we move. Let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. So another thing that I said on that stream that just did not appear for whatever reason was that I am no longer going to be doing play-by-play commentary. The play-by-play commentary, I'm not doing it no more. At all. Not because I don't like trying to do play-by-play commentary, but ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this stream, if you're watching what's going on, you can see what's happening. You don't need me to commentate on what you're watching. You don't need me to commentate on what you're seeing. You can see it happen. So maybe I will make a remark at the bigger moves, make a remark at what's happening here, but I will mainly be focusing on the storyline, the story matches. Either way, let's talk about Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr. making their NXT debuts right here on Universe Mode. Pentagon and Rey Fenix, brand new to Universe Mode, brand new to this NXT. Looking to get a huge victory here, move up in the rankings of the tag division. If they move up in the rankings, they're going to have a huge team to have to beat. But first, before they can beat that huge team, they have to get through Pretty Deadly.
57 pounds, Kid Wilson and Elton Prince, Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly hasn't been able to do too much of anything in the universe, ladies and gentlemen. They've had some tag matches, they've shown their skill, they've had some singles matches, showing their abilities. But overall, not able to do too much. They also want to move up in the tag rankings, want to move up and try to get their hands on those NXT tag titles. They have a long way to go, and against the debuting Death Triangle, the question is, will they be able to do it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're wondering, why do I keep referring to Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix as Death Triangle? Where's the third member? The third member is Pac, who will be competing later today in the triple threat match against Wes Lee and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. This match right here, ladies and gentlemen, looks to be an exciting one. So let's talk about these tag teams for a second. With Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr., with Death Triangle joining the NXT roster, they have joined the NXT tag division, looking to get a major victory, to move up in the rankings, to move up and eventually challenge for those tag titles. They have a ways to go before they can do it, ladies and gentlemen. And the same goes for their opponents in Pretty Deadly. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear me go quiet for a moment, it's because I'm trying my hardest not to do play-by-play commentary. It's a bit of a process, but that's what we use NXT as, a bit of a testing ground, a bit of a learning ground here. I always try my newest things here on NXT. New superstars, new ways of commentary. You know, when I started streaming, it was on an episode of NXT. When I started recording my voice, that was on an episode of NXT. You know, everything happens on NXT. NXT is a show to watch to see updates to the channel of the social network. And your host, King Chiron, and how he tries to innovate and be different. So far, Rey Fenix, Pentagon Jr. haven't really been showing me too much of how good they are. They're going to have to try something different. Oh, did you see that kick to the stomach, ladies and gentlemen? And he's immediately met with nothing. This debut, ladies and gentlemen, of this new tag team. But they are facing, I have to give Pretty Deadly their credit. Pretty Deadly is a good tag team, ladies and gentlemen. They are a decent team. They have shown their skill and ability more than once, more than one point in time. If Death Triangle wants to win this match, they're going to have to show off some of that unique offense, that luchador style. We love luchadors over here, ladies and gentlemen. The social network does love luchadors over here. We love the masked men, the high-octane offense. But we're going to have to see some of that here from Rey Fenix. It looks like we might be seeing a little bit. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Finally getting back into this match is Rey Fenix. These luchadors here look to make a huge name for themselves at Pretty Deadly's expense. But Pretty Deadly look to solidify their position in the rankings. Pretty Deadly, a very deadly combination between Kit Williams and Elton Prince. He's going to hit that code breaker, ladies and gentlemen. Rey Fenix is down. His health is in the yellow, ladies and gentlemen. That means he's beyond ready to get pinned here. Pentagon Jr. with the breakup. Rey Fenix with the kip up. Slam back down. Rey Fenix not doing too much. He's going to have to do something to get back into this match, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, elbows to the back of the head. Phoenix is down. Elton Prince coming in now. Or was that Kit Williams? No, Elton Prince. I was right. Rey Fenix finally able to get him off and able to tag out. Let's see what Pentagon Jr. can do. Come on, a little offense here. Show us what you're made of, boys. Show us that luchador style. Show us what got you into the doors of NXT. I guess the biggest question here is Death Triangle going to be underdogs, or are they going to be top dogs when it comes to tag wrestling? Pentagon Jr. looks a little bit more aggressive than his partner Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix is down on the outside. He took a hell of a beating earlier on. Referee at the count of 8. Elton Prince is still down. A count of 9. Death Triangle wins via countout. Always a disappointing way to win a match. But this doesn't have to be the only time we see Death Triangle in tag competition here. We can see these guys compete on next episode of NXT. If they're lucky, we might even see them compete at New Year's Revolution, though I doubt it. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, up next, this should be a very good match between Wes Lee, Jungle Boy, and Pac. A triple threat match, a triple threat cruiserweight match. Jack Perry and Pac are both in the cruiserweight division. Cruiserweights going for that cruiserweight championship, but in order to get an opportunity, they have to win this triple threat match. And after winning this triple threat match, they may have to do a little bit more competing. Either way, things look to get exciting here.
The following is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 183 pounds, Wes Lee.
And if you are new to the stream, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Royalty Network. I am your host, the King Chiron. This is Universe Mode episode 161. This episode of NXT looks to be, well, we're hoping for something better. So far, we have a match that no one saw and a tag match that ended in countout. So the bar is set pretty low right now, ladies and gentlemen, but this triple threat match should change things up drastically. It's always exciting when the cruiserweights come in to do a little cruiserweight triple threat action. Jack Perry, new to the roster. This is his NXT debut. And so is the debut for this man here.
And from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 194 pounds, Pat.
Pac, brand new to NXT, looks to make a huge name for himself here. So does Jack Perry. Wes Lee has very interesting competition now, taking on 2 debuting superstars here. Sky's the limit for Pac, just like the sky's the limit for Jack Perry and for Wes Lee. But the question is, which of these men is going to get a huge victory here in this match? And here we go. Bell rings. Jungle Boy immediately goes for Wes Lee. And Pac goes for Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy on the attack of Pac. What's he gonna do here? Amazing offense from Jungle Boy. If Jungle Boy can keep offense like that up, he'll be NXT Cruiserweight Champion in no time. He might even go for the NXT North American Championship. Pac with a baseball bat. And he drops the baseball bat. Pac back up. Thrown into Wes Lee. Wes Lee, ladies and gentlemen. You know that he is desperate for his chance as the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. For all those who don't know, when I had to do the re-recording of episode, I forget what episode it was, 150 something. It was actually Wes Lee who won the Cruiserweight Championship. And when I had to redo the episode and strip him, he was unsuccessful at winning that Cruiserweight Championship back. Wes Lee looks to get his hands back on the Cruiserweight title. He looks to get back to the Cruiserweight Championship. He's going to have a long ways to go, especially with the competition on the Cruiserweight and getting stiff as it is. A chop block by Wes Lee on the Jungle Boy. Slamming the arm. Wes Lee, known for being very good in the ring, having the match being taken from him here. And another flip pile driver from Jungle Boy, showing why he's here on NXT. Jungle Boy's gonna grab that baseball bat and he's gonna put it back down. Thought he was gonna do some damage, ladies and gentlemen. Thought he was probably gonna hit Pac with it. He chooses to use more of that Cruiserweight offense, but Pac is too quick for him. Wes Lee looked to get an early win. You just know, ladies and gentlemen, that Wes Lee wants to get his hands back into the title picture. Get his hands back on that North American Championship. Get his hands back on that Cruiserweight Championship. Maybe even challenge for the NXT title. Wes Lee's going to have to go and win this triple threat match to even make a name for himself here. Wes Lee has been unsuccessful in the universe mode so far. But though I have to admit, he hasn't had as many opportunities as some. He looks to change things up here. But in order to do that, he's going to have to get past Jungle Boy and Pac and Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy with a very impressive offense. Jungle Boy has impressed me so far, ladies and gentlemen. A dive to the outside from Jungle Boy. A flying nothing. He hits absolutely nobody with it. Instead of talking crap, Pac, you need to do something. You need to get into this match. You need to get an advantage here. Jungle Boy with that amazing offense so far. But Wes Lee has great offense too. It seems Pac is a little bit more stiff of a competitor when he fights, throwing stiff punches, stiff kicks. The Jungle Boy is quick with his offense. Quick strikes, agile maneuvers. Jungle Boy with that baseball bat. Oh my God. Battering it off the head of Wes Lee on the ropes and doing it again. Wes Lee finally gets out of the way. Ooh. That 619 from Wes Lee took down Jungle Boy. Wes Lee, what's he gonna do? He's gonna take down Pac. Pac has yet to really get into this match, get involved. He hasn't been able to do too much of anything. But he does have one finish. And he's gonna nail it. The submission hold as a finishing maneuver on Wes Lee, but Wes Lee's still too quick, but not as quick as Jungle Boy. Who nails his finish on Wes Lee again. Referee slow to count. The only person with a finisher here is Wes Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there isn't really too much story to add here. All three of these hungry young men fighting for an opportunity, for a chance to be seen, to be noticed, fighting for a chance to get their hands on the Cruiserweight Championship. And Jack Perry with another flip powerbomb. Flip pile driver. But Wes Lee with a reversal. Goes for the pin on Jack Perry. Perry able to kick out. And a DDT. And a kick to the back of Wes Lee's head. Jack Perry failing with the roll-up. Wes Lee back in control. Slams Perry's arm down. What's Wes Lee thinking here? What's he gonna go for here? Nothing. Jack Perry with the reversal. Throws Wes Lee. Nails him with a drop kick. Wes Lee with the roll-up. Only gets a count of 2. Pac with that baseball bat. The baseball bat has barely come into play in this match. Jack Perry setting up for another flip pile driver. Jack Perry with that baseball bat stuns Pac. And Jack Perry continuing to assault until Wes Lee got involved. Wes Lee gonna pin Pac now. And Wes Lee, who would be considered the veteran of this match,
Here is your winner,
a veteran of NXT, gets the pinfall victory. Big things in Wes Lee's future. If he can keep up this momentum, he can go on to challenge for that NXT Cruiserweight Championship. But he's going to have to keep showing why he got here in the first place, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have Chris Statlander And Valhalla in a tag match against Cora Jade and Ivy Nile. NXT champion choosing to start the match. This is the first time we've ever seen Ivy Nile in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, against Kris Statlander. Kris Statlander will immediately lock in a submission hold here. Kris Statlander and Valhalla have been rivals, competitors ever since Valhalla got a pinfall victory over Kris Statlander, and Valhalla was named #1 contender. And ever since then, Valhalla has shown her skill and ability in matches against the champion. At the next PLE New Year's Revolution, these two will face off for the NXT Women's Championship. If Valhalla can keep up her momentum, can keep up the assault, Valhalla may just come away with the championship. But you can't underestimate the women they're competing against. Cora Jade had an opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship and was unsuccessful. Ivy Nile has yet to have an opportunity at the NXT Women's Championship. A win in a match against the champion here could be huge for Ivy Nile. Valhalla with the offense, bashing the head of Ivy Nile off the turnbuckle, going to tag in Kris Statlander. Kris Statlander goes flying, a tag team maneuver from Valhalla and Kris Statlander. These two working well as a team, but can they coexist? Oh God. I'm joking, of course, ladies and gentlemen. These two women will be just fine in a tag match. They look to get the victory here. They look to get a win here. A win here could be a huge for the NXT Women's Champion and the #1 contender, Valhalla. Cora Jade has had many opportunities to fight for the NXT Women's Championship, has been unsuccessful thus far in Universe Mode. Oh, another tag team maneuver from Kris Statlander and Valhalla with a double clothesline. Valhalla fighting out of any offense that Cora Jade has. Cora Jade, very underrated in Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen. And Valhalla attacking the head of Cora Jade. Valhalla is a very dangerous competitor, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it before. The headbutts, the relentless headbutts, the spear attempt. Valhalla only knows how to attack, how to apply pressure. Will she be able to apply enough pressure to win her the match here? Will she be able to apply enough pressure to win her the match against Kris Statlander? Those are the big questions, ladies and gentlemen. Does Valhalla have what it takes to beat a champion who was been very dominant as of late? Valhalla on the attack of Ivy Nile. Remember, Ivy Nile hasn't got a chance to fight for the NXT Women's Championship. She looks to show what she can do here. Show that she can compete with the best of them. If Ivy Nile can defeat the #1 contender or defeat the champion, that could go a long way for Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile throws Kris Statlander out of the ring and locks in a guillotine choke. Ivy Nile used to be a part of the team known as Diamond Mine. Used to be a part of the team that was made up of extraordinary talents. You've seen the talents before. Talents like the Creed brothers, Roderick Strong. Ivy Nile was a part of that faction, ladies and gentlemen. A great women's member of that team. But the question is, what can she do here in Universe Mode against the #1 contender and the women's world champion? Ivy Nile gets slammed onto her back and neck. Now Valhalla targeting the arm. She's going to tag in the champion. Ivy Nile with a kip up. Gonna miss a drop kick there. Kris Statlander has been very dominant as women's champion. She has had competition. Cora Jade has tried to take the title from her. Asuka has tried to take the title from her. Dr. Britt Baker has tried to take the title from her, and no one has been able to thus far. The question is, can Valhalla do it? Or is Valhalla going to be another member of the women's roster to try and fail? Ivy Nile locking in a submission on Kris Statlander. Statlander fights out. Statlander uses her power to win her matches. Uses her strength, but also uses her head. She's smart, ladies and gentlemen. Kris Statlander goes for a dive and overshoots it, completely lands on the floor face first. If women could bleed in this game, Kris Statlander would have probably busted herself open. You know, that's something they should add to the 2K games, women bleeding. I know blood isn't exactly high on their priority list because you rarely see people bleed in real life in WWE. But I think it would only be fair, wouldn't it? Don't you think, ladies and gentlemen? If they started adding blood to women wrestlers and they started getting busted open. Valhalla getting sick of trying to beat, of course, Jay trying to attack her. Kris Statlander looks to be in trouble here. A double team assault from two potential challengers. Cora Jade always looking for an opportunity to get back into the women's championship picture. She was unsuccessful at Survivor Series in taking the championship away from Kris Statlander. But that doesn't mean that Kris Statlander can't lose to Cora Jade, ladies and gentlemen. Cora Jade only needs a little bit of offense and a little bit of forward thinking in order to top the champion. But the champion has been very dominant, very skilled. Ivy Nile has her up, but a rope break breaks up that. Oh, and Valhalla with the attack, giving Kris Statlander the assist there. Valhalla being assaulted here by Ivy Nile, taken out. It's just the champion and Ivy Nile now. Kris Statlander with a kip up back to her feet. Head scissor, spin, and drop, ladies and gentlemen. Kris Statlander throws Ivy Nile back into the ring. The women's world champion, the women's NXT champion, is a tough tough person to defeat, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take a lot for anyone to beat her, including Valhalla. Kris Statlander with a kick to the stomach. She picks up Ivy Nile and slams her down, ladies and gentlemen. Ivy Nile with the tag now, and Kris Statlander has to make the hot tag to Valhalla. I wonder how Kris Statlander must feel, ladies and gentlemen, to know that she has to depend on Valhalla here in this match. These two are competitors. These two are rivals right now. These two are fighting for the NXT Women's Championship. But for right now, they have to depend on one another. They have to count on one another. And for Kris Statlander to have to make a hot tag to Valhalla, would she have preferred not to? Not to let Valhalla get any momentum, any opportunity to shine. Ivy Nile with the slam. Tags in Cora Jade. Cora Jade and Ivy Nile working as a pretty decent tag team in this match. Cora Jade hits her finish, goes for the pin. But Kris Statlander there to break it up. Again, what I said earlier, these two have to depend on each other to win this match. The match very well could have been over for Valhalla there. Kris Statlander choosing to keep going with her offense. Remember, Cora Jade is a rival as well to Kris Statlander. Kris Statlander has no friends here in NXT, ladies and gentlemen. All she has is rivals and people coming for her NXT Women's Championship. Valhalla tagging in Kris Statlander. Attacking the leg is Kris Statlander on Cora Jade. Continuing with the assault on the leg, Kris Statlander is very good at this, targeting a body part and attacking. Kris Statlander and Cora Jade, like I said before, were rivals. They faced each other for the NXT Women's Championship. Cora Jade was unsuccessful at winning. But Cora Jade here, Kris Statlander hasn't forgotten the rivalry and the place that the rivalry went to. Tagging in Valhalla. Valhalla will now choke out Cora Jade. And you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, Valhalla's offense is very, very strict, very aggressive. Cora Jade finally getting back into this match. The Valhalla rolls out, and look, Cora Jade immediately goes for Kris Statlander. Their issues are not settled, ladies and gentlemen. These two rivals have not fully settled their issues. Maybe one day, if Cora Jade can get enough victories, her and Kris Statlander can go again for the NXT Women's Championship. But for now, the number one contender locking in her finishing submission on Cora Jade. Ivy Nile with the breakup, and Valhalla will target her next before turning back to Cora Jade. But Jade, too much life still in her. Too much life still in her. Valhalla's gonna have to tag in her rival, her opponent at New Year's Revolution. Kris Statlander squatting with Cora Jade. Misses her signature 450 splash. Ivy Nile and Cora Jade now look to get a tag maneuver going. Kris Statlander has Ivy Nile up for the tombstone, and she hits it. That tombstone is a very dangerous maneuver, ladies and gentlemen. Kris Statlander has won many matches, including for the NXT Women's Championship with that tombstone. Cora Jade with the breakup. Not ready for this match to be over yet. Kris Statlander just throws Ivy Nile. Kris Statlander is the biggest woman in this match. She's the tallest woman. She's the biggest woman. She's the strongest woman here. Ivy Nile sets up for her finish as she locks in the submission on Valhalla. And Valhalla has to tap out. An impressive victory for Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile defeats the #1 contender.
Your winners, Ivy Nile and Cora Jade.
With Ivy Nile forcing the #1 contender to tap out, could that mean that she is next in line for the NXT Women's Championship? Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen, but that win has not gone unnoticed here. Up next, we have Hook and Ricky Starks. The #1 contender, Ricky Starks, has already beaten the champion Hook before. Ricky Starks looks to get his hands on the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And these two are going to trash talk each other inside and outside of the ring. And Hook immediately goes for the attack. But Ricky Starks, not settled, immediately attacks Hook. And these two men are going to fight outside the ring. The bell hasn't rung. This is just a fight here, ladies and gentlemen. I say let them fight it out. Let them get this out of their system. Let them fight as much as they want. Hook throws Ricky Starks back in the ring. Hook gets in the ring. Bell rings. And remember, like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Starks has already beaten the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, so he knows he can do it here. If Ricky Starks gets another victory, that could be very, very telling. But Hook with the offense on Ricky Starks and a suplex. Hook has been very impressive as Cruiserweight champion, but he's had to compete against the first competitor being Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks is no easy opponent, ladies and gentlemen. Not an easy opponent to deal with at all. Hook with the offense in on Ricky Starks, driving him down. Ricky Starks is almost stunned, and he will be stunned here. Hook needs to take advantage. He needs to hurry up and try to win this match. The longer Ricky Starks has in a match, the better he gets. As you've seen right there, Ricky Starks with the DDT. Ricky Starks won a triple threat match to become the #1 contender to the Cruiserweight Championship. And ever since, Ricky Starks has been trying to make Hook's life a living hell. He's attacked Hook. He's proven that he can beat Hook. Hook came out here going for a pin. Only gets a 2 count. Thought it could be 3 there. But Hook has a finisher. All Hook has to do is hit the finisher and this match could be over. Hook has yet to show that he can beat Ricky Starks. Hook with the flying elbow misses and Ricky Starks hits him with a drop kick. Hook is back in control, hits a standing moonsault. Ricky Starks with that impressive offense has beaten Hook before. Ricky Starks could just be 2 wins away from the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Ricky Starks with his comeback, dropping Hook to the floor. And a spear from Ricky Starks goes for the pin. Ricky Starks has 2 finishers now, and he looks to hit one of them. Hook with a kick out. Ricky Starks is still close to winning this match. Like I said, he's 2 wins away from getting his hands on the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, but Hook will reverse the attack. Hook now with 2 finishers. Hook setting up for his finisher. And he'll lock in the chokehold. He'll lock the chokehold in. Ricky Starks has nowhere to go. He's going to have to fight out of this. He's going to have to fight out, and he does. Ricky Starks missed with a super kick. Hook with a punch. An amazing clothesline from Hook, dropping Ricky Starks. This is the offense that Hook needs, ladies and gentlemen. He needs to get this kind of offense off. If Hook can get a victory here, he'll know exactly what he'll need. He'll know exactly what it takes to beat Ricky Starks and defend and keep his NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Hook back to his feet. Ricky Starks, what's he gonna do? Flying. I don't know what that maneuver was, but it looked like it hurt. Hook with a kick out. Ricky Starks went for a standing moonsault. Hook with the reversal. Hook trying to get back into this match. He needs to get back into this fight, ladies and gentlemen. If he can get back into it, Hook could win. Showing that he can defend his championship. Showing that he can keep his championship. Putting some doubt in the mind of Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks goes into this match with nothing but confidence. Ricky Starks knows that it's going to take a lot to beat Hook. But Hook doesn't know what it takes to beat Ricky Starks. And Ricky Starks setting up for his finish again. And he nails it. Ricky Starks with the victory over the NXT Cruiserweight Champion again, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Starks is just one win away from the Cruiserweight Championship. Hook is going to have to figure something out, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have to find a way to beat Ricky Starks at New Year's Revolution if he wants to keep his NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Up next, we have Ilya Dragunov and Bronson Reed. This is going to be a tough match for Ilya Dragunov. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, Ilya Dragunov.
Making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov was unsuccessful at winning the NXT Championship, but he's still looking for his opportunity, an opportunity to get back into the title hunt, back into the title picture. But if he wants to do that, he's going to have to beat his opponent here tonight, Bronson Reed. In Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen, winning a championship is everything. Being the champion means being the top of your division, top of your brand.
And his opponent from Adelaide, Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed, big Bronson Reed, returning to NXT. He is a former NXT North American champion before he lost the championship to Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler lost it to Karrion Kross. Bronson Reed was the champion. He was the man to beat for the NXT North American Championship. Bronson Reed looking to get back to his championship. Bronson Reed must feel that there is only a pretender holding his title. If Bronson Reed can beat Ilya Dragunov here, Bronson Reed could go on to challenge for his NXT North American Championship to try and get his title back. He never got a rematch, ladies and gentlemen. A match against Ilya here, a win against Ilya here, could be all it takes. And look at the power of Big Bronson Reed here. Just holding up his opponent. Big Bronson Reed dropping Ilya. Attacking the arm of Ilya Dragunov. He picks Ilya Dragunov up. Slams him back to the mat, ladies and gentlemen. Ilya Dragunov looks to get some offense in. Both of these men have to go through each other in order to get a chance at the championship of their choosing, of their dream. Ilya Dragunov with a roll-up on Bronson Reed. Not enough to keep Bronson Reed down. Ilya's going to have to try something desperate here if he wants to get a win over Big Bronson Reed. A chokeslam from Bronson Reed will drop Ilya to the ground. And a forearm from Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed going up. Could he be looking for the tsunami splash? And he gets it. He goes for the pin. Only gets a 2 count there. But Bronson Reed has a signature loaded up, ladies and gentlemen. But Ilya with the reversal, stopping the signature from happening. It looked like Ilya was going to hit the ref there for a second. When the problem with Ilya Dragunov is that his moves take too long to load up. Ilya spends so much time trying to load up an attack that his opponents usually take advantage and drop him. Bronson Reed with a chokeout submission locked in on Ilya. Ilya with nowhere to go, he'll have to fight out. And he does. Nails him with the clothesline. Bronson Reed goes for the pin. Match is over. Bronson Reed with a huge victory.
Here is your winner, Bronson Reed.
The question is, ladies and gentlemen, after New Year's Revolution, how will the landscape of NXT look? Who will be the new challengers? Who will be the new champions, if there will be new champions? Bronson Reed very well could have put his name down as one of the next up-and-coming challengers for either the NXT or the NXT North American Championship. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the main event. Shinsuke Nakamura No, it's Gunther versus Colton Gunn. And here comes the NXT champion, Gunther.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, the NXT champion, Gunther!
Gunther has been very dominant ever since winning that championship. Gunther has been dominant even before winning that championship. A former world champion is Gunther, the current NXT champion. Gunther, a very impressive superstar indeed. Gunther and Shinsuke Nakamura will be doing battle at New Year's Revolution for that NXT championship. But Shinsuke Nakamura has to wonder what it takes to beat Gunther because he's never done it. Gunther has rarely lost, ladies and gentlemen.
And his opponent from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 222 pounds, Colt and Gunn.
Colton Gunn, ladies and gentlemen, one member of the Guns. A former NXT Tag Team Champion. Looking to get a win over the NXT Champion here. The question is, will he be able to? A win here could put the Guns back on track to going after those Tag Team Championships again. They were unsuccessful at beating Imperium, but it seems that Colton and Gunther have had a few problems. Colton starting this match off in control. Besides going for the tag titles, Colton and Austin Gunn have yet to do anything else in NXT, but that's not for their detriment. They have been NXT Tag Team Champions before. They have competed multiple times for those NXT Tag titles and have won them once. Held them for 46 days until they ran into Legado del Fantasma. The Guns have a way to go to get back to those tag titles. The tag division is so stacked. But speaking of a stacked division, we have Gunther and the NXT Championship. Gunther has a stacked division now, facing guys like Bronson Reed and Ilya Dragunov and Shinsuke Nakamura, Braun Breaker and MJF. All of these men waiting for their opportunity to have a chance at Gunther. Colton Gunn hits his signature already. But Gunther with the kick out. Powering out. Gunther has his submission. He elects to get rid of it in order to come back in this match. I'd like to remind you, everybody, New Year's Revolution is coming up. I know I've said it probably 1,000 times, but at New Year's Revolution, Gunther and Shinsuke Nakamura will do battle for that NXT Championship. Gunther with a big boot to Colton Gunn. Colton Gunn has to roll out of the ring. Gunther goes after him. Gunther, a very impressive superstar. He's not someone that you taunt. You need to take advantage. You need to attack him and keep attacking him until he doesn't get up again. Not many superstars have been good at going after Gunther in that NXT Championship, but if Colton Gunn wants to get a win here, he's going to have to figure it out. And you know Shinsuke Nakamura might be in the back watching this match, seeing what Colton Gunn can do and what works and what doesn't work. Shinsuke Nakamura hasn't been able to beat Gunther either. And Gunther locks in his patented chokehold on Colton Gunn, choking him out. Colton Gunn's going to have to fight out. He does. And he rolls up Gunther for the pin. Only gets a count of 1 on Gunther. Colton Gunn with a chop block onto Gunther. Colton Gunn on the attack. He's going to have to stay on the attack, stay on the offense if he wants to keep Gunther down. He can't let Gunther get back into this match if he wants to win. A win for Colton Gunn over Imperium could be huge. Oh, but Gunther sets up for the powerbomb and he nails it. But it's not enough to keep Colton down. Colton with the kick out. Gunther went for another one of his finishers, but Colton Gunn able to reverse it. What's Colton Gunn going to do here, ladies and gentlemen? He's got options. He's got a lot to do. He's got a lot he can do. And he's going to hit one of his finishers on Gunther. He takes the champion down. But Gunther with the kick out. Gunther on the attack. Gunther showing his dominance as champion, showing how dominant he is, how great he is. Another big boot to Colton Gunn, and Gunther gonna roll out of the ring to go and get Colton. Gunther is very impressive, a very powerful superstar. He's got a lot of offense, a lot of offensive maneuvers at his disposal. He could hit the chops. Oh, Gunther busted open by Colton Gunn. And Gunther is bleeding, ladies and gentlemen. And Colton Gunn gonna focus on that head. That's your opening, kid. Take it. Focus on the face and the head of Gunther. Attack the head of Gunther and keep attacking him. Gunther is a tough opponent to be in the ring with. Double axe chop from Gunther drops Colton. And now the front facing suplex. Gunther goes to the top rope. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Flying body, lands it. Gunther sets up. Can he go for the powerbomb here? And he does with the roll-up and the pin and the win. But here comes Shinsuke Nakamura with the attack on the NXT champion. Shinsuke Nakamura, he's going to use the championship off the head of Gunther. Laid out with his own championship by Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura looking for his chance at New Year's Revolution to get that title off of Gunther. Shinsuke may have given Gunther a bit of a concussion, ladies and gentlemen, but either way, that will be it for this episode of Universe Mode. If you have liked or enjoyed the content, please subscribe, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. I have been your host, the King Chiron, and I wish for you all to have a beautiful, beautiful